Gracie, and my grandma, Elida, and my mom. The sacrifices that you made will never go unnoticed, not by me, not by anybody in this family, and especially not by our Father God. I'd say that it's still hard to believe that my grandpa is not here with us anymore. He was always a bit of a resilient man in my eyes, a bit of an iron man. He broke his hip, he had surgery to improve his circulation in his legs, various falls, one of them resulting in a brain injury. But it seemed that every time we were unsure about whether or not he pulled through, there he was, sitting in his recliner and smiling, and upon being asked how he was doing, his reply was always the same, with all due respect to the church. Hanging in there, he'd say, by a G-string, but hanging in there. Looking back, I realize now how much he thoroughly enjoyed being a grandfather. To think that there was a time in his backyard where he had a tetherball pole, and a time when he had monkey bars, and always having a point to make sure there was some kind of basketball hoop, whether it was in the front or in the back. But it makes me remember that he was just happy to see his grandkids playing. Didn't realize it at the time, but looking back, it's amazing. And I remember him not needing much more than that. Just the vision of his grandkids smiling, him sitting down in any particular chair and just watching. That was enough for him. And I'm grateful for that. I specifically remember my grandfather taking us to the annual Holy Rosary Fall Festival. It was a big deal for him, and it became a big deal for us. The chance to play simple games, whether you're throwing a fishing line over a cardboard wall and getting some kind of prize attached to it to bring back. Me being a heavier set young boy, I'd always look forward to the cakewalk. Everybody has that thing. But I remember specifically my grandpa being so proud to introduce us to his fellow church members, to his fellow choir members, and just introducing us the way he would with so much pride. I'll never forget that. And looking back now, I didn't realize at the time that this fall festival would bring together two of his biggest loves in his life. The love for God and his church, and the love for his grandchildren. Simple man. He will forever live in our hearts. My grandfather taught me a lot, and for me to list everything would take too long. But he taught me so much, and in his last days, I remember specifically telling him, thank you, gracias por todo, te lo agradezco. And I meant it. My grandfather was constant. We had a lot of changes in our lives, a lot of obstacles. Not just for my immediate family, but for our family in general, just like any other family. But it was always reassuring to know that Grandma and Grandpa were constant. Their faith was constant. Their love was constant. And so we had consistency in our lives, no matter what was going on. And I'll always be grateful for that. My grandfather taught me to be selfless, to put God first, and to put others before myself. It's something I try hard and fight for to carry with me every day of my life. He taught me the importance of savings. He taught me the importance of paying bills and being ready for emergencies. He will forever live in our hearts, and his memory will always be kept alive. Because it is impossible to write this story of this family without speaking of the impact he had in our lives. Thank you again for everybody for being here today. May God bless you all. May God bless my grandfather Carlos. And may this bring us closer as a family, as a community. May we cherish each moment we have with you.